Hey, it's one of those vlogs where I have a list of things, which means it's going to be really fucking long. I've decided to sort of cut down my swearing in my videos as well, because I feel like I'm doing it quite a lot. And apparently my mum is trying to find this, so yeah, better tone down the old cursing. Point numero uno, my tyre. Oh my god, the most amount of drama ever to fix a fucking tyre. Burst a tyre going up a curb outside my friend Jack's house. My dad said, "How did you do it?" And I went, "Pulling up a curb, like onto a curb, onto a grassy verge." And he thinks it's almost physically impossible to do that, and so he basically assumed I'd rolled my car, had monkey's fuck in the back of it and pushed it into a river. We tried to replace it, but the bolt was too tight, and so we ended up just shredding the locking key, unlocking bolt thing. Sorry, I've said bolt and key and nut so many times in the last 2 days, I'm kind of getting confused of what's what. So we shredded the key, and so we couldn't get the tyre off, so we couldn't go to the tyre place with the spare on and get the new tyre fitted and then put the spare back in the boot, because, you know, it's still flat and it wouldn't come off. So we phoned the guy from the AA, he came over. I wasn't very happy, because my mum was like, "Oh, why don't you just say it was me that did it, I'll come over, because I've got cover and all this business." The guy came in, and like, I'm pretty good when it comes to lying to people of authority. I say that, I don't mean police, I do mean people with pretend authority like the AA, RAC or bouncers. And so this guy said to me, "Right, pretty much honest question, who uses the car more?" And I was like, "There's a pirate flag on the aerial." "Yeah, my mum uses it." So I said, "Yeah, it was me, I use the car more." And he's like, "Oh, so have you got your AA details?" And I was like, "No, it's my mum's." And he was like, "Oh, well, I can't do any work unless, like, your mum's present." And then proceeded to, like, pack up. And I was like, "Mate, she's going to be here in, like, 2 minutes. Can you just, like, hold..." "Thank you, Amanda, I'm glad you appreciate the burrito in my last video." And he proceeded to get in the van and just leave, and I was like, "Mate, it's going to be like 2 seconds, can you just wait for a second?" So he was like, "Fine." So my mum turned up and she was like, "Have you managed to, like, tell him it was this?" And I was like, "No, he says that he'll do the work," and I told him it was me, and she was like, "Why the f*** have you done it?" Because my mum has this thing that when she gets angry, she talks without moving her teeth, so it's like, "You..." He took the tyre off, and then he made up this thing that the bolt got shredded and it was all crap. And so I had to go get some new bolts from Toyota, so I had to drive 25 miles from where I was all the way to Aylesbury, well, firstly I had to order them, and they weren't going to be there till the next morning. I went and got those, and they were the wrong bolts, and I told the guy, "This isn't the bolts I want, these are for a spare, and I need it for my actual alloy." And he's like, No, these are the ones you ordered." And I was like, "No, because I don't need these are wrong." And he was like, "Well, they're what you ordered," and it just walked off. So I was like, "Well, fuck you then." Went all the way back over to the tyre place, which was another 20 miles the other direction, so I literally went through my hometown twice, and those weren't the right ones, but the shredded key seemed to work, because my uncle is the guy that owns the garage, and well, he's not an uncle, he's one of those weird uncles who's like a family friend, but he calls him uncle. He's my sister's godfather. He managed to get it off, and then put the new bolt back on, so now I've got to go buy another set of bolts, and I just paid for the tyre, so now I'm massively overdrawn. It's really annoying. So, my car is fixed, that's all good, so I'm not going to crash and die, so, woo! Point numero deux. Friends has left E4, which is shit. Like, I thought that was getting a lot of revenue and, like, getting a lot of views, because everyone loves Friends, and people watch it all the time. But it's finished. Like, I was around my friend's house when we were sat watching Friends, and, like, it was the last episode, and I really liked the last episode. There's a lot of, like, really good jokes, and it's really sad, but it's, like, sad in a good way, because, like, you know it's finishing for, like, for good, but you're kind of happy that it's ended, because it didn't end shitly. And then my friend was like, "Oh, they're finishing it on E4." And I was like, yeah, I know. Oh my god, this is the last one. Like, this is the last run-through of the series that they're doing, because they must have run through each series like 10 times now. And this was the last showing of the last episode on E4. But, fear not, viewers, Comedy Central or Sky or someone has bought the rights to it, and they're going to start playing it. So it's still going to be on TV! But if you have Freeview, you can't watch it. So you have to get Sky. Oh... It's the government. The government are making us buy Sky Digital. Cheeky bastards. Point numero trois, that's 3 in Frenchanese. I'm going back to uni soon, and I'm kind of like... I don't know what this is, but that's my mood. It's good, bad, good, bad, good. Because I'm really looking forward to seeing, like, my flatmates again, because I haven't seen them since May, and I'm seeing Sophie again. Haven't seen Sophie in a while. Seeing the rest of the A-team, which is like our little friendship group. But yeah, I haven't seen Sophie in a while, and we've been interacting on the old Facebook, and she's been saying how much she's missed me, and I've been saying how much I missed her, but I was lying. Not really. That should be really fun. I'm actually really looking forward to it, but I'm also feeling really shit about going back to uni, because a lot of stuff has happened in the last month or two that I really want to stay for, because like I've made a lot of new friends in like my hometown, because I never really had many friends in Risborough because I didn't really get along with the people, but now I have, and they've become such a really big part of my life, and I really don't want to like have to like throw them away, because it's just like, if this had happened way earlier on, like if I'd made friends with like Amanda and Becky and Robin and all them lot like really early on, it would have been great, because then I would have spent a whole summer spending with people that I really just, they're awesome. But now I have to go back, and it's like shit. But I am coming back in October, around the 14th, I think, to record my friend Stu's band, because they're playing a gig, and so, because they're going to be like so uber famous, we have to get them promotional material, because otherwise, you know, Richard Branson's going to be right on it and signing them a record deal, and they're going to be like the next Dream Theater, so we might have to get them a little bit of, you know, promotion, otherwise it might become the next NSYNC. Also, I'm getting quite nervous about going back a bit late, because a lot of my flatmates have gone back, and well, a lot of my friends have gone back like around the end of August and are coming, or like the start of September, and I'm not going back till the 17th. And I really need to get a job, like another job when I'm there, because I've got one where I work at Student Crew, where I'm like organising tours and doing student life lectures and like general office admin stuff. Like I like that because it's good pay for a student job, but it's just like, it's office work. I want to work in a bar or a shop or something. But it's stuck in that really awkward thing where you can't get a job unless you have experience, but you can't get experience unless you get a job. So it's like, the fuck am I meant to do? So, but my friends, a lot of my friends have got more jobs now, like, and I'm getting really jealous because they're all working in places I really want to work. My flatmate Jazz might have got a job in Topshop, and that's quite cool. So, well done Jazz for that. She's in Washington at the minute, and she doesn't even watch these videos. Why am I even mentioning this? Shut up, George. Point numero 4. I have not seen any films this summer, really. Like, I made a massive list of the films I want to see, about 10 of them, and I've only seen about 4. And I still need to see a shitload more, and I've only got a week. Ah, there's so many films and they're really good, and there's so many more films coming out. Like Lion King in 3D. Oh my god! I actually can't wait for that. Fucking love Lion King. So much. Last 2 points. I still don't have an intro sequence because someone's being a bit of a lazy bastard. Yeah, that's right. Looking at you, Matthew. And also, I really need to get some background music for my vlogs, because it's like really quiet right now, if you noticed. And a lot of good vlogs have like music, but very quietly in the background. I'm doing the hand thing again. Oh, that hurt. Alright, hold on. And that, and down. And so yeah, I need to get some background music for my vlogs that's royalty free. So if any of you know where I can get royalty free music that is about 3-4 minutes long, it needs to be quite long tracks, because in my zoo video I had some royalty free music in the background, but it only played for a certain amount of time, like 2 or 3 minutes long, so I had to like fade it out and then start the track again. And I was hoping you wouldn't notice because it's quite quiet in the background. It's quite quiet in the background. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, see you tomorrow.